Okay, this is a video I'm going to make on the theory behind finding the equation of a line. Okay, now to find the equation of a line, you're given a point and a slope. So in this case, we're going to be looking at the point 41, and the line's going to have a slope of 2/3, and it's going to go through the point 41. So in the videos that come after this, I'm going to go over like how to do this more quickly. But right now, I just want to develop the theory of where this comes from. Okay, so if I first do this. All right, now here's what this is about. If I go 4,1, I'm going to put that point there. So that's going to be my original point. Okay, and we already know that's 4,1. Now if I have a slope of 2/3, that means I can go up 2 and then over 3, 2, 3, right there, and that would be my other point. Okay, now let's just pretend for a second I knew those 2 points, 4, 1, and then the other point, right? If I count this out, if this is 4, 1, then this point would have to be, since I moved to the right 3, that's going to make the x a 7 because you went from 4 and then you moved to the right 3. And then from 1 in the y direction you went up 2, so that's going to make that a 3. Now if I were just, so I know the second point would, or another point on there would be 7, 3. And if I go through and I calculate the slope just using those 2 points, I'm going to go 3 minus 1 over 7 minus 4, and I'm going to get 2/3 like we would expect. Okay? Now, I'm going to erase this, and I'm going to start again. All right, and I'm going to do all this stuff with a slightly different twist to it, okay? So think about it like this. If I knew the 2 points, 4,1 and the other one was 7,3, it would be easy to find the slope, okay? Now I'm looking for the equation of a line, so all I'm going to do, let's just sketch it in first. Up 2 over 3, so there would be a point. Up 2 and then over 3, there's another point. And then the line would look, I'll draw it, something like that. Might have to adjust it a little bit, but there, that's pretty good, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I want to know the equation of that line. What that means is I'm going to pick another point on the line that could be anywhere. I could have picked it there, I could have picked it over here, I could have picked it over here, but I chose it over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give that point a generic name, xy. It's any other point that's on the line. And here's what I know, that the difference between the y's, y minus 1 in this case, over the difference in the x's, x minus 4 in this case, has to be equal to 2/3. And right here, that's the equation of the line. All right, that's the equation of the line in the simplest form. That's the best way to find it. Now, if we want to put it in one of the other forms that you know from Algebra 1, that's easy enough to do. So let's do standard form first. Let's rewrite this. So I've got y minus 1 over x minus 4 equals 2/3. If you very quickly cross multiply, you get 2x minus 8 is equal to 3y minus 3. And now if I move the 3y to the left and the 8 to the right, I'm going to get 2x minus 3y, and that's going to be equal to 5 when I add 8 to both sides. And there would be your equation in standard form. All right, an even easier one is point slope form. Check this one out. If I do y minus 1 over x minus 4 equals 2/3, right? To put it in point slope form, all I need to do is multiply both sides by x minus 4, and it cancels out there, and it's y minus 1 is equal to 2/3 times x minus 4. In fact, that's really where point slope form came from. It was really this initially. So I'm not quite sure why they teach it that way. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Now let's put it in slope-intercept form. All right, so the original we found is right there. So it's y minus 1 over x minus 4 equals 2/3. Let's cross multiply again. So 3y minus 3 when I cross that way. And then that's equal to 2x minus 8. Add 3 to both sides. And I get 3y is equal to 2x minus 5. And then divide everybody by 3. And now you have it in slope-intercept form. Y equals 2/3 x minus 5/3. Okay, so this was an introduction on where this is coming from. The next couple of videos are going to be doing this just quickly without, because I don't want you to think every time you do the equation of a line you have to draw with all this graph paper and all that nonsense. You don't. This is just me showing you where the idea to do it this way comes from, and it's pretty important.